You recognize this helmet? How does that helmet make you feel? What memories does that helmet invoke? If it's Master Chief and Halo, then you're on par with what it represents, right? But if you said it's Frank or Sergeant Cheese, you may not be so far wrong in the future. What am I talking about? I'm talking about this little tweet here by Ryan McAfee. Ryan McAfee is an executive editor at IGN by day, host of Ride the Lightning and Tesla unofficial podcast at night. So he's an important guy, right? Now he's just making a tweet, random thoughts here, but it says, just a gut feeling here, but given the senior staff departures and layoffs suffered at 343 since Infinite has been released, and the fair to argue take that Infinite has not had the lasting impact a Halo game should/needs to, I think the next mainline Halo game is going to be a reboot. That would mean recasting the voice roles and pressing the reset button on the entire storyline. Note that I'm not necessarily rooting for this. I'd miss Steve Downes and Jen Taylor dearly, but I expect Xbox leadership will feel the best path forward is a full reboot. A lot of the community, or that I have seen, is very much against this, because this little mask here has so much meaning behind it. A lot of us remember Halo being our first serious entry into being, a shooter. A lot of us came from the GoldenEye days, and we wanted that competition. We loved that PvP shooter aspect, and we jumped in to Halo, not knowing what was going on, not knowing what happened. And Blood Gulch, we were just running around with sniper rifles and shooting tanks, and we have a lot of good memories on that. We also know that when they tried to take elements of the lore and put it into a show and be super creative with it, we got a shit show. That Halo show was just not hitting. It was not it. And it sort of watered down what we think of the Master Chief and how he's sort of this stoic, like Terminator-like, almost robotic-like, character. And then you throw in the Cortana aspect, and it sort of brings out his humanity, or maybe how it shows that, how he became such a warrior was through all of these, experiments and stuff that he went through in basic training. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a Halo lore guy. I just know how it made me feel watching Cortana and Master Chief interact with each other. And so, yeah, I don't think what Halo needs is a reboot. What I think Halo needs, now I'm calling on the community here, flexibility from both the developers and the community. We, as the community, we can't just say, oh, we want old Halo-like games. We don't want sprinting. We don't want abilities. We don't want, We have to give constructive criticism or constructive feedback to the games we have, and hope and be welcome to the changes that they take from that in the next games, and learn to adapt and create awesome competitive gameplay with that. Now, we speak with our time, we speak with our wallets. If it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit. And that's on 343 for interpreting what we want is wrong. But there are amazing game modes out there like Battle Royale. I think that would do amazing in Halo. I think that would be an awesome Halo thing. Now, do I think a bunch of Spartans running around with BRs in a big open map would be the ideal BR, or bring that real BR Battle Royale spirit, or would it just be a big team free-for-all battle? Who knows? I think more so maybe with how large of a lore base Halo has, maybe ODST Battle Royale, So it's like Halo guns or something like that, but it's not Spartans to where you're just shooting shields and stuff like that, but you're actually a little more vulnerable, a little bit more squishy, and that would make the Battle Royale maybe more exciting. What about an extraction-based shooter for Halo? That could work, but it doesn't if they just shoehorn it in, trying to chase trends and not listen to their community, it would be just like going into a map. You're fighting like, you know, brutes or whatever, and then you got some Spartans fighting you too, and then you die or you extract, and that's it. Like, there would be no point for that. An extraction-based shooter for me is a high risk and high reward. When I go into Escape from Tarkov, I'm terrified. I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, I get so anxious that I accidentally shoot my teammates when I see something, right? Now, I since have calmed down from that, but what I'm saying is, you know, these extraction-based game modes, they can't be just shoehorned in. So what if it's an ODST extraction-based and you are actually, you know, they somehow make it to where you have to get the pieces to guns to, you know, make a really awesome gun. That would take a lot of work and development time and resources. And if the community was like, no, we don't want that, you know, and they're not going to make it. And then we would miss out on amazing gameplay that we would never know could have existed, right? Just like the Halo Wars 1 and 2. Now, they didn't hit for me as like an RTS, but my RTS is StarCraft. I really like how StarCraft is, but it's pretty damn close, right? We would miss out if we weren't open to that, you know? And a lot of good lore has come from Halo Wars 2. So I think what Halo Infinite needs is not a reboot, just a continuation of what we have already. Take what we have in the past, bring it forward, right? Bring all that lore, all that emotion, all that meaning in things, bring it forward, and both the developers and the community being flexible to change and working with each other. Now, the change I'm talking about is not the Halo Infinite show. We don't want Master Cheeks running around in our video games. But that's all I have for today in this video. Tell me what you think. Do you think you would like a Halo BR or Halo Extraction based on ODST? Or would you just want the old Halos but with better graphics? Or do you think a reboot would actually save the franchise? Let me know in the comments below. And if I don't see you in the next video or on the next live stream, do me a favor. Just keep on slaying out there. Peace.